Jagadish Chandra Bose was an Indian scientist renowned for his contributions to plant physiology. Bose conducted his groundbreaking research in a laboratory filled with unique instruments. His work significantly advanced the understanding of plant responses to various stimuli. Bose invented the crescograph, a device used to measure plant growth. The crescograph allowed for the detection of subtle movements and growth patterns in plants. Jagadish Chandra Bose hypothesized that plants possess feelings and the capacity to respond to external stimuli. Bose aimed to scientifically validate this hypothesis through experimental methods. He developed specialized instruments designed to detect and measure plant responses. These instruments were intended to provide empirical evidence supporting the idea of plant sentience. The crescograph is an instrument designed to detect and measure subtle movements in plants. It works by magnifying these minute responses. The magnified responses are then made visible. This visibility is often achieved through projection onto a glass plate. The crescograph allows for the observation and study of plant reactions to various stimuli. Bose connected a plant to the crescograph to observe and record its responses. A small amount of poison is introduced into the plant's system. The crescograph is used to monitor the plant's physiological responses. Upon injection, the crescograph records a significant spike in the plant's pulse. This dramatic increase indicates a rapid physiological change within the plant. The plant's reaction is visually represented as a sharp upward movement on the crescograph. This response is interpreted as a reaction akin to pain or distress in the plant. Experiments are conducted using various stimuli to observe plant responses. Gentle music is used as a positive stimulus in the experiment. Harsh words are employed as a negative stimulus. The crescograph is used to measure and record plant responses. Plants exhibit positive reactions to soothing stimuli, like gentle music. Plants show negative reactions when exposed to harsh words. Paramahamsa Yogananda, a spiritual leader, visits Jagadish Chandra Bose's laboratory. Yogananda expresses a deep interest in Bose's scientific experiments. The visit highlights Yogananda's intrigue with the intersection of science and spirituality. Bose's lab serves as a meeting point for scientific inquiry and spiritual exploration. Yogananda's presence underscores the potential harmony between scientific discovery and spiritual understanding. Bose's instruments measure life pulses through electrical responses. These electrical responses indicate physiological activity. The responses are observed not only in plants, similar responses are also found in animals. Surprisingly, non-living materials also exhibit these electrical responses. Bose is preparing an experiment in a retro lab setting. He uses a piece of tin wire connected to his instrument for the experiment. The experiment aims to test the metal's response to external stimuli. Bose hypothesizes that the metal will exhibit a measurable reaction. The setup is designed to carefully monitor and record any such response. Bose conducted experiments to explore the responsiveness of metals to external stimuli. A tin wire was connected to an instrument to measure its reactions. Bose brought a knife close to the tin wire, simulating a threat. The instrument recorded a sudden spike in activity. This spike suggested the metal was reacting to the perceived threat, indicating sensitivity. The experiment involves applying chloroform to a tin material. Chloroform is used as an anesthetic agent in this context. The instrument measures the wave pattern of the tin. Upon chloroform application, the wave flattens. This flattening indicates a state of relaxation or anesthesia in the tin. This response mirrors how living organisms react to anesthesia. Bose conducted experiments involving repeated electric shocks to tin wire. The experiments aimed to observe the wire's response to stress. The instrument readings indicated a pattern of fatigue and recovery in the wire. This behavior mirrored that of living cells under similar stressful conditions. Bose's experiments propose a universal consciousness or responsiveness inherent in all matter. This suggests that both living and non-living entities exhibit similar reactions to stimuli. Bose highlights the notable similarities in the observed reactions across different materials. This challenges conventional distinctions between animate and inanimate matter. The theory posits a fundamental level of awareness or sensitivity present throughout the universe. Yogananda was deeply intrigued by Bose's scientific research. He believed Bose's work had the potential to reconcile science and spirituality. Yogananda perceived a fundamental interconnectedness among all elements of existence. This perspective suggested a deeper unity underlying diverse phenomena. Yogananda saw Bose's findings as evidence supporting this holistic worldview. Bose and Yogananda are examining research findings. The discussion centers on the philosophical implications of the results. They are considering the possibility that consciousness is a basic element of the universe. This suggests consciousness is not merely a product of complex biological systems. Instead, it may be an inherent property existing throughout the cosmos. Yogananda recognized the significance of Bose's groundbreaking ideas. He decided to include Bose's work in his autobiography. The autobiography is titled Autobiography of a Yogi. This inclusion aimed to share Bose's innovations with a larger audience. Yogananda sought to disseminate these important concepts widely. The autobiography served as a vehicle for this broader dissemination. Archival footage reveals the scientific community's early responses to Bose's research. Initial reactions were mixed, reflecting a range of opinions among scientists. Some scientists expressed skepticism towards Bose's conclusions and methodologies. Others were intrigued by the potential implications of his work, leading to further investigation. Modern scientists are building upon Bose's original research. They are utilizing advanced technology to expand the scope of his work. The modern laboratory setting facilitates this renewed exploration. This allows for deeper insights and applications of Bose's findings. Modern instruments can detect electrical signals in plants. These signals indicate a plant's ability to communicate internally. Plants also use electrical signals to respond to environmental stimuli. Scientists use advanced lab equipment to measure these subtle signals. This confirms plants are actively processing and reacting to their surroundings. Bose's research has potential applications in various fields. One such application is the development of new methods for monitoring plant health. These methods could provide real-time data on plant physiological status. This data can be used to optimize agricultural practices. Optimizing agricultural practices can lead to increased crop yields. Ultimately, Bose's discoveries may contribute to more efficient and sustainable agriculture. Bose's work prompts examination of fundamental questions about reality. It encourages exploration into the nature of consciousness and its place in the universe. Bose's concepts invite consideration of the interconnectedness of all things. Philosophers and scientists analyze these broader implications in contemporary discourse. The concept of universal consciousness suggests an interconnectedness of all matter. It posits that consciousness is not limited to individual beings. Instead, it proposes a unified field of awareness pervading the universe. This field connects all entities, regardless of their physical form or location. Abstract visual representations can illustrate this interconnectedness. These visuals aim to convey the idea of a shared, universal awareness. Microscopic imaging allows visualization of structures at cellular and atomic levels. Plant cells exhibit complex internal organization observable through microscopy. Cellular structures like organelles are vital for plant functions. Metal structures reveal ordered arrangements of atoms. Atomic arrangements determine the properties of metals. Microscopy bridges the gap between macroscopic properties and microscopic structures. The crescograph experiment is simulated digitally to visualize plant responses. The simulation replicates the functionality of Bose's crescograph. The instrument measures and records plant growth and reactions in real time. Digital visualization allows for a clear understanding of the measurement process. The simulation demonstrates the sensitivity of plants to various stimuli. The simulation replicates the electrical activity of metal under specific conditions. It visualizes the electrical signals as a knife approaches the metal surface. The simulation also models the metal's reaction to the application of chloroform. This allows for observation and analysis of the metal's electrical behavior in a controlled digital environment. Bose's work challenges traditional philosophical boundaries. It prompts a re-evaluation of the distinction between living and non-living matter. His research suggests a continuum rather than a strict dichotomy. This perspective influences our understanding of life's origins. It also impacts ethical considerations regarding artificial life. Bose's findings invite a broader, more inclusive view of existence. Archival images and documents provide a historical perspective on Bose's life. These materials offer insights into the environment surrounding his discoveries. They showcase the challenges and opportunities he faced during his career. Historical records highlight the evolution of his scientific contributions. Archival resources contextualize the impact of Bose's work on subsequent research. These historical elements are crucial for understanding Bose's legacy. Modern agriculture utilizes insights from Bose's research to enhance crop production. Bose's work on plant physiology informs techniques for optimizing plant health. Understanding plant responses to stimuli helps improve cultivation practices. These advanced methods aim to increase overall crop yields. Integrating Bose's findings promotes sustainable and efficient agricultural practices. Bose's research significantly impacts the development of novel technologies. One key application is in creating advanced sensors. These sensors are designed to detect stress in plants. They can also identify the presence of plant diseases early on. This technology aids in proactive agricultural management and crop protection. The discussion centers on the ethical implications of acknowledging consciousness in non-human entities. This includes exploring the moral status of plants and other life forms. Recognizing consciousness could affect how we treat and interact with these entities. Ethical frameworks may need to be revised to accommodate new understandings of consciousness. Considerations include potential rights and welfare concerns for conscious plants. The discussion aims to establish responsible and respectful guidelines for future interactions. Future research may unlock deeper insights into the fundamental nature of life. Further exploration could reveal more profound discoveries about consciousness. Speculative research aims to bridge current knowledge gaps in understanding the mind. The potential exists for transformative breakthroughs in related scientific fields. This event commemorates the enduring legacy of Bose. It highlights Bose's significant contributions to the field of science. The commemoration focuses on the profound impact of Bose's work. Bose's work has shaped our understanding of the world. The event serves as a tribute to Bose's lasting influence. Paramahamsa Yogananda integrated Jagadish Chandra Bose's scientific findings into his spiritual teachings. Bose demonstrated the sensitivity and responsiveness of plants, blurring the lines between living and non-living matter. Yogananda used this to illustrate the interconnectedness of all beings and the underlying unity of creation. He emphasized that consciousness and life force are present in all things, albeit in varying degrees. This integration reinforced his teachings on universal love, compassion, and the recognition of the divine in everything. Scientific skepticism involves critically evaluating claims using evidence and reason. It requires rigorous testing and validation before accepting new theories. Debates in science help scrutinize hypotheses and identify potential flaws. Skepticism ensures scientific progress is built on reliable and verified knowledge. Modern scientists are now replicating Bose's original experiments. These replications employ advanced equipment and methodologies. The goal is to validate Bose's initial findings using contemporary technology. The use of advanced tools allows for more precise measurements and analysis. Successful replication reinforces the significance of Bose's pioneering work. Plants communicate with each other through chemical signals. These signals can be volatile organic compounds, VOCs, released into the air. VOCs can transmit information about threats, such as herbivores. Neighboring plants detect these VOCs and activate defense mechanisms. Plants also communicate via electrical impulses through their root systems. This allows for rapid communication and coordinated responses within plant communities. The animation depicts metal reacting to external stimuli. The reaction is shown at a molecular level for detailed understanding. External stimuli cause changes in the metal's molecular structure. This animation visualizes the dynamic response of metals. Universal consciousness is a concept suggesting an interconnectedness of all entities. This network encompasses both living and non-living components of the universe. It posits that every element is linked through a shared field of awareness. Individual consciousnesses are seen as localized expressions of this universal field. The network facilitates the exchange of information and influence among all entities. An ethical dilemma arises concerning the moral consideration of plants. This dilemma is often based on varying perceptions of plant consciousness. The core issue involves determining if plants deserve ethical treatment. Scenarios are constructed to explore the boundaries of moral obligations towards plant life. These scenarios highlight the complexities in assigning value and rights to non-animal organisms. This sensor technology is designed to detect stress levels in plants. It provides real-time feedback, enabling immediate responses to plant needs. The device helps farmers monitor plant health more effectively. Early stress detection can prevent significant crop damage. The sensor data supports informed decision-making regarding irrigation, and fertilization. This technology optimizes resource use and enhances agricultural productivity. Many misconceptions surround Bose's scientific contributions and their initial reception. It is important to address and correct these inaccuracies to accurately represent his legacy. One common misconception involves the perceived lack of recognition for his pioneering work. Another area of misunderstanding concerns the true scope and impact of his research findings. Clarifying these points provides a more complete and fair understanding of Bose's place in scientific history. Bose's research was deeply influenced by personal motivations. Philosophical influences played a significant role in shaping his work. These factors combined to drive the direction and focus of his research endeavors. Understanding these inspirations provides insight into the underlying principles of Bose's contributions. Yogananda offers a spiritual lens through which to view Bose's scientific discoveries. His interpretation centers on the concepts of unity and interconnectedness. This perspective suggests a fundamental oneness underlying all phenomena. It implies that Bose's findings reveal deeper connections within the universe. Yogananda's view integrates scientific observation with spiritual insight. This experiment aims to validate Jagadish Chandra Bose's original observations. Bose posited that plants possess sensitivity akin to animals. Modern techniques are employed to rigorously test this hypothesis. Advanced equipment allows for precise measurement of plant responses. The experiment seeks to confirm or refute Bose's findings with empirical evidence. Validation involves observing and quantifying plant reactions to various stimuli. Plants have developed various defense mechanisms to protect themselves from herbivores and pathogens. These defenses can be broadly categorized into physical and chemical barriers. Physical defenses include thorns, spines, and tough leaves that deter animals from feeding. Chemical defenses involve the production of toxic or repellent compounds. These compounds can disrupt the digestive systems of herbivores or act as neurotoxins. Some plants also employ indirect defenses, such as attracting beneficial insects that prey on herbivores. The simulation explores the concept of metals possessing a form of memory. It investigates whether metals can retain information over time. The simulation aims to model and understand potential mechanisms for metal-based memory. This could involve studying changes in metal structure or properties due to external stimuli. The consciousness spectrum represents a range of awareness levels. This spectrum spans from simple organisms to complex beings. Simple organisms exhibit basic responses to stimuli. Complex beings demonstrate self-awareness and abstract thought. The spectrum illustrates varying degrees of cognitive ability. Understanding this spectrum provides insights into the nature of consciousness. The recognition of plant consciousness may significantly alter our ethical responsibilities. This shift could lead to a re-evaluation of human interactions with the environment. It prompts consideration of plants' inherent rights, if any, and our duties towards them. Ethical frameworks may need to expand to include plant welfare and conservation. This discussion explores the potential impact on environmental ethics and practices. Future research will likely explore the boundaries of consciousness in plants and materials. Predictive studies may focus on developing new methods for detecting and measuring consciousness-related phenomena. Research could investigate the potential for plants and materials to exhibit forms of awareness or sentience. Future studies might explore the ethical implications of recognizing consciousness in non-biological entities. Advancements in technology could enable more sophisticated experiments and observations in this field. Interdisciplinary approaches, combining biology, physics, and philosophy, will likely be crucial for progress. This scene highlights the increasing recognition of Bose's contributions. Bose made pioneering contributions to both science and philosophy. Recognition of his work was belated, but is now growing. This recognition underscores Bose's lasting legacy. Viewers are prompted to contemplate the broader significance of Bose's contributions. This reflection should extend beyond the immediate scientific context. Consider the interconnectedness of various elements and disciplines. Think about how seemingly disparate concepts may be linked. The goal is to foster a deeper understanding of universal relationships.